Hello everyone, my name is Charlie and welcome to my channel. So guys, today in Unity we are gonna make a cute little thing for my girlfriend where I am asking her to be my Valentine. We have a canvas which has a plain text which is gonna display a poem. Then we have this slider panel which is just sliding of how much do you love me, and then we are gonna just have a text saying that if it is under a certain percentage, because it goes from 0 to 1, if it's like under 0.5, then it's like gonna display like a sad face or something like that. It's like that's a wrong answer. Then lastly we're gonna have a yes no panel where it's just, do you want to be my Valentine? Yeah, that is so far what I've gotten. And then here we have the 3 scripts that I'm just gonna use. I just called it for exactly what it's about. So the text is in the poem, the slider is going to be in the slider panel, and the yes no is going to be in the yes no panel. So I started on the poem, which was going to be displayed in a typewriter way, where one and one letter gets printed out. So I'm using just a for each loop, going through each character in the string for the poem, and then displaying it based on the typing speed. Then at the end I'm just checking for input of the spacebar to go to the slider, which then just activates different objects, like deactivating the typewriter and activating the slider. I also realized that I put the check into the start instead of the update, which I fixed quickly when I realized that you couldn't click spacebar. So I just tested it and then checked that everything was working fine, and then I started on the slider, which was definitely much more work than I anticipated because I couldn't see what I was doing wrong. The culprit was the order of my if and else if statements, so I just reordered them and suddenly everything was working fine, and I spent way too much time on this for no reason at all. But yeah, it was really nice getting it all to work. Then the last part was creating the checkboxes. Originally I wanted to have the no button move around when being hovered on, but I felt like it wouldn't be a hit on my girlfriend, so I changed it to something more simple, so that if you were to click the no button, it would just change to a yes button and the text would change to did you mean yes? Because I didn't even, honestly, I didn't even think she was gonna click on the no, so which I was correct about, by the way. She did just click the yes. But yeah, so as you can see, it didn't want to work at first, but I added more things to the script, making sure that the correct type of objects were visible at different times, so that there wouldn't be any overlapping. And then lastly, I just cleaned up the other scripts and then started on making the scene in general look prettier. Of course, I just had to write a poem. It was short and cute and straight to the point, which was what I was just going for. And then I just changed the background and the font and the buttons, and then I just did like scaling and scaling, anchor points, those type of things, just making sure that everything would scale properly. And then I just exported it, put it into itch, and that was it.